today. From Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. These two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019. Had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo. And you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
37, Damian Harris.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 66 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got an open man. It's QT.
Complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He sets to fire. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Burton here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To number 85.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 3rd and goal. Wilson, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Saints have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Off the play fake. Flynn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Flynn. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Exactly the 28-yard line.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And down to the 20. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Niners nothing.
From the gun, Flynn. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Flynn completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Complete to LaVisca Chenault. 10 yards on the pickup.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Flynn. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Saints 14. 49ers 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd down, Norwood. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give, right side, Norwood. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
To throw on third down. Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Saints.
Again, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The score, Saints 17, 49ers 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ballgame. Let's see.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A final shot before break. Flynn. And now he's going to use his legs. Now he's going to sit. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, Corey, let's go. 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Flynn. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd.
Off the bootleg. Flynn. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run with Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
The Saints. They'll take over.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
3-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Off play action. Flynn. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Flynn. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. LaVisca Chenault. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
No good.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
Now Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
85.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it with Johnson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra foot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joshua Perkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
that ties the game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Number 30. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Rolling to his left.
That's taken in by the tight end Perkins.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Norwood. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
49-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
17.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant